Rugby never rests. Just 1 week after the Super Rugby final, we are back with the international window, which is now flowing wide open. First off the rank will be Fiji, who are hosting the Maori All Blacks in the first test of a 2-test home and away series. Hello everyone and welcome along to your home of rugby, where we are here with their opening matchup of the internationals for 2019. The Fijians are primed and ready to go, and they'll be facing the Maori All Blacks in this 2-test series. The first one here in Fiji, the second will be back in New Zealand, and we'll be covering both of them here on the channel for your viewing pleasure. The Fijians, though, a side that is devastating on form, and it's a great opportunity to see what this team has got in the build-up to the Rugby World Cup, where they could become a real big giant killer in 2019 in Japan. This side has grown in leaps and bounds in recent years, and you take a look through this team and you can see there's plenty of ability throughout it as well. What will they offer this year? Well, we're going to get a little glimpse into what they can do this weekend. Let's have a look through the team for the Fijians. The front row will be consisting of Manasa Saulo on the loose head side of the front row, Sam Matavesi at hooker, and Penny Rawai at tight head prop. Into the second row, Leone Nakarawa will be in there alongside Albert Tuisu in the locking partnership. Starting on the blind side will be Domenico Wakani Barotu. On the open side, Simi Kunatani, and at number 8 will be Vilimi Mata for the Fijians. Moving through into their back line, there's plenty of excitement. A team here known for their ability in sevens. Hopefully we can see them transfer a bit of this into this exciting back line as well. In the halves will be Frank Lamani and Ben Volavola. Into the midfield, an area they could really expose here will be Levani Botia and Wasia Naisalevu at outside centre. The outside backs is certainly an area that Fiji always looks exciting. Aroni Sau will be on the left wing, Jasua Tuisova will be on the right wing, and Alavaretti Vitakani will be at fullback for the Fijians. A dangerous looking side. Let's see how they put it together on the field. Up against them will be the Maori All Blacks, and this is the first we're going to see of this almost All Black B-siders. There's a few playing names in here that we really would like to get a little glimpse of fueling into the rest of this season. There's a lot of names in here as well. They're getting a chance to excel at a higher level than we've seen from them in Super Rugby this year as well. So let's have a look through their side and see who thinks going to be standouts here against the Fijians. It's a sort of looking front row, but Ross Wright will start the loose head side with Ash Dixon in the middle of hooker and Tyrell Lomax. There's a marker straight away of a man we want to see how he's going to perform for the Maori All Blacks this weekend. Into the second row, another name that I'll highlight, Isaiah Walker-Leriri, is definitely a standout from Super Rugby. How will he step up here to take on the Fijians at this international level? Tom Franklin will be alongside him in the second row. Moving to the back row, Reed Prinsep will be at 6. Mitch Carpick will line up at 7. And at number 8 will be Akira Ioane from the Blues. A strong season once again as he fails to really break through to that next level. Into the back line, it will be Tituroa Tahurirangi lining up at scrum half, and here's a man who has All Black ambitions robbed away from him from the amazing season of Brad Weber. Into the rest of them, though, the halves will be Otiti Black alongside Tahurirangi. In midfield, it's the Highlanders combination of Ty Walden and Rob Thompson. Sean Wainui will get to start on the left wing with Sean Stevenson, the two Seans on the wings on the right, and Fletcher Smith will be at fullback for the Maori All Blacks as they come up against this exciting new Fijian side, an exciting looking Maori All Blacks who will take this opening fixture of the international season. So we are all set to get this matchup underway. Otiti Black for the Maori All Blacks will be lining up the kickoff, and of course the Maori All Blacks playing in the black kits as Fiji in their typical white uniforms to get us underway. We go left side, Otiti Black high, and Naisalevu gets it away and offloads Isi Kunatani, takes it in tow and sets it up for the Fijians just inside their 22. Chance to kick away if they want it. Nicely, but gets straight back and finds Tuisova down the right hand wing. A real danger. It's Joshua Tuisova. He gets away from one. Offloads Justin Tuisova and a desperate ball to Naisalevu. Breaks the line. Loose ball. Naisalevu running away. They won't stop him. Try Fiji. What a start. Straight off the whistle. It is try time for the home team. Poor effort Fletcher Smith completely bamboozled by the great skill of outside centre Waisia Salivu. Look at him go, straight in between winger and fullback Stevenson and Fletcher Smith. Not a chance in the world. It was an average pass, wasn't it? Looking inside from Tuisu, he couldn't find his man, and a brilliant pickup from Salivu, who goes all the way just to the left of the uprights. Should be an easy conversion for Volavola as well. Excitement, and that's what we thought we would see from the Fijians. That's what we want to see. Exciting rugby, risky rugby, but on a night like this, a day like this even, with a beautiful mountains in the background, what more could you want than some explosive Fijian rugby? A great start by the home team. Hopefully they can keep that up for the full 80 minutes. Would be just tremendous for the home crowd. Well, I dare say the Maori All Blacks will have other ideas heading into the rest of this matchup. Well, it was only a couple of phases, wasn't it, since we've seen Otiri Black kicking off. And we are just 7 minutes in and we have 7 points on the board. Fiji lead. And we are back underway. Kick down to Tuisu, who started it all off for Volavola. What a space for Volavola. Trying to break away, he's knocked it on. Good tackle from behind. Akira Ioane, just as Volavola was looking to pin them in the corner, he come in with a tackle late from behind.
Crouch.
Just put him off.
Fine.
Took out his legs from under him.
Set.
And that was the difference between that being pinned down there at 22 and a scrum opportunity now on the 10-metre line. Tahururangi feeds it. And it is the man mentioned, Akira Ioane, waiting for it at number 8. Tahururangi goes left side, Rob Thompson. Well, he takes him on himself, Rob Thompson. That was a pretty ambitious feat there from the outside centre. Black goes away nicely through Walker-Lear area, and they get it out to the big man on the wing. It's Sean Stevenson, who's had a decent Super Rugby season or wanting more, but he's lost the ball. Oh, he's lost it completely, and Sal's turned it over. That is great work, and look straight away back to Franklin. Now the Maori All Blacks go wide. Mitch Carpick running all alone. He's over the beats, the ball left and right, but he chooses none of those options and takes the contact himself. Tahururangi, he's got a lot of space around that breakdown, finds Black and running on an angle is Tom Franklin once more. Maori All Blacks fighting back hard as Fiji trying to hold them at bay. There's a lot of space and Kiriwani once more, and Sal takes him down inside the 22. Great work so far defensively. Ronnie Sal's been in everything. It's a run straight at the line for Ty Warden. Goes no way through there. Tahururangi, out it goes, and Wainui inside the Franklin. Big chance from Thompson. Back to Black, and Black is hammered. Oh, another big tackle. Tui Sova. Botia breaks the tackle, and end to end we go at the moment. Botia kicks long. Big chase here, Tui Sova. He's up against Akira Ioane. Here goes into the 22. Big chance, Fiji. But it is Ioane that wins the race.
Release. Just
by a whisker. Great work from Lavani Botia. And they get it from right back to Rob Thompson, who kicks away from the touchline right into the middle of the park, and it sits and waits. And getting it back now of Waitakani running, trying to break away on the left-hand side. He's hit hard. A good tackle from Walker-Leary. He's a danger man. Here's Botia speaking of danger man. He gets away in towards the 22. Needs some support though. The white shows he's not coming quick enough. But he might have done enough late on here. Frank Lamani's waiting for it. He's got it as well. Here's Kunatani away to Salivu, who has ripped it to shreds. Not for the first time. The ball is astray, and a try goes wanting for Fiji. Out there, Tui Sova had all the chances in the world, all the time. Just needed a good pass, but Salivu could not deliver. And the Maori All Blacks will take it back. Lamani, though, he's intercepted it. And here he is again, Salivu. Manavesi going away to Ravi. And Ravi pops it up to Botia, away to Sal. Sal's breaking away. Left wing on the room. Goes back to Nakarawa. And the big Uranus goes tumbling to the corner and scores the second try. Finally for Fiji. They've been knocking and the delivery has arrived. Well, we know the feats of this man. Nakarawa is an absolute superstar, and he is getting it out there again on the world stage. What a play down the wing from Ronnie Sal, the man we've talked about many times before. But that one, he created for his big man in the second row. Nakarawa, look at him go. He is a big boy, and he just got those legs pumping. And you can't really sympathise at all with Sean Stevenson, who wanted none of that at all. And just let the big fella trundle into the corner. Fiji extend their lead, somewhat extremely surprisingly as well, after half an hour. They lead by 12. Ben Volavola with a chance to make it 14 from the sideline. A difficult kick here, but he'll be more than happy that his big second rower got that try over. Volavola from the sideline. What a kick from Ben Volavola. He has been around the tracks quite some time now. Has become quite an accomplished fly half for the Fijian side. And he is delivering big time here alongside the rest of the side, while putting their team up. Fiji 14, Maori All Blacks 0. Would you believe that scoreline when we started off here? We've got 5 minutes to the break. And Rugby, he goes straight through, does he? The big prop, and he gets away to Tuisu. Where to Salo? Out to Sal. Ronnie Sal down the left wing. Has he got the wheels? Can he go all the way? He will. Big chase coming in from Fletcher Smith. Not good enough. Ronnie Sal scores. That is a great try, Fiji. Through backs and forwards, all over the place. No one was out of position. They knew their roles and they kept that ball alive. They did not let it die. And a great try. Even Ravi, Penny Ravi, the big tight head prop, he was heavily involved and he kept it alive. Shifted it to the left. And there he was. Manasa Salo getting it away to Ronnie Sal, who finished it beautifully. Well, 3 unanswered tries. What a shock this is for the Maori All Blacks. Absolutely rattled. There's no other way you can describe it. They have been shell-shocked by this Fijian team. Volavola with most likely be the last play of the first half. Kicks his shot and away we go. It's half-time. It is the Fijians who are leading the Maori All Blacks 21 points to 0. What a start to their international season, and they are already threatening big things for 2019. Well, that is an explosive start for Fiji this season, and look at those stats. 21 points to 0. That's impressive enough, but have a look at possession. Have a look at everything else. 90 to 10. That is your possession stats. Fiji over the Maori All Blacks. Both sides kicked a bit of ball away, but the handling errors did not deny the Fijians putting in a great display. 7 to 0, but you've only got 10% of the ball. Well, what else are you going to do with it? You can't really drop it when you've only touched it maybe once or twice in half your side. The tackle count, however, despite only 10% of the ball, the Fijians are making their tackles count. They've made almost as many of those as the Maori All Blacks, despite having all the ball. But that bottom line tells me the full story of how this game's gone, and it is Fiji who are absolutely eclipsing the Maori All Blacks early. 6 line breaks to 1, and that results in tries. 3 tries to 0, 21 points to 0. It is all big for Fiji, and it is all a lot of work to do for the Maori All Blacks. Well, it'll be a very buoyant Fijian side. Then we'll get the second half underway. Ben Volavola, who has been pretty fantastic for the Fijians in the first half, has got it on halfway. He is yet to have to kick off, which is something he will be absolutely delighted about as he goes left side. That is a very good kick, and it just goes 10 metres for Ty Ward and gets the ball inside from Sean Stevenson. Isolated, and nice level once more. He has been devastating out the back of the hand. Wow! Unfortunately, though, for the outside centre, it didn't go to anyone else's hand, but that was extreme skill from Wasi Naisalevu, who has been simply brilliant for the Fijians so far. To the back of the line, out it goes to the Maori All Blacks, and they pop it out to Ty Warden, who's got Carpick, and Mitchell Carpick goes up to halfway, finds support there from Nicey Franklin, out to Stevenson it goes, who tries to take on 3 or 4 defenders. He's going to lose the ball as well. Big penalty, not releasing. Sean Stevenson isolated, and Fiji all over him, not letting him go. Great work in the breakdown by Fiji. They've really expanded their game nicely. They are a real menace, not only in the back line, not only in open play, but now in the breakdown. They've become a team, their speed, their agility, and not that, just their power as well. They can overwhelm a team that doesn't look to their best, like the Maori All Blacks are at the moment. Kunatani takes it in the back, and they set up for a drive, not quite excelling there. And Wakane Barotu goes through a bit of a scamper before finding Foxia. Gets away to Manavesi, who can't offload. Oh, and a penalty to the Maori All Blacks. Wow! That was absolutely lightning from Mitchell Karpik. It's dangerous now for Fiji. They can't let their heads drop. The Maori All Blacks have got a really good attacking chance inside the 22. Or Teddy Black puts them close. They've got to stand up here. They've got to really put the pressure on themselves to perform. Ash Dixon will throw the line out. This is a 5-man line out. Oh, it's not straight. Well, when you don't need to even respond to the pressure, where the Maori All Blacks throw away a golden chance like that, they've got it all on their side now. They have an option when they want a line out or a scrum.
Fine.
They do indeed opt for the big 8-man shove. It's a stump feed for Fiji. Frank Lamani will feed inside his own 22. Williami Mata waiting for it at the back. He's got some big boys either side of him as well. Wakane Barotu on one side, Kunatani on the other. Instead he goes back to Vola, who was looking for the safety touch. Doesn't find it away from Fletcher Smith, who runs it back, gets to the door, Teddy Black, who goes over halfway. Tahori Anangi comes around the corner, Warden quickly wide, and here's, Walker Leary, what a run from the big man in the second row. There's some set up on the halfway line. Dixon back to Walker Leary again. He is a real threat. He's held up nicely by the Fijian defence, but it comes back to Sean Wainui. It's a Tahori Anangi who pops it in again to Teddy Black. Those guys having a little game of their own at the moment as Franklin says, let us play as well. It's given to Akira Ioane, who goes straight, running hard, trying to dummy his way through. Tahori Anangi, back it goes, and they switch it back to the right. Rob Thompson finds a hole. Rob Thompson needs help. He's got Blake Josie's left and right. Can he find one of them? No. Good tackle and back in the end for Moroni Sal. Fijians fight hard for the ball. They've got numbers there early, and they turn it over. It's a box kick out the back, and Vitakani has not got much distance on that at all as Wright gets it away to Warden. Warden goes to the 22-metre line, and the Maori All Blacks with another great chance here to score a try. As Franklin gets it outside. Nice run away here from Reed Princey. He's close, but he's short ultimately by 5 metres. Black, open side he goes. Or Akira Ioane. That's his bread and butter right there, going straight for the line. Dixon goes to the line and fires a great ball out to Sean Wainui, who will finally score for the Maori All Blacks. They've threatened for a long, long time. Have the Maori All Blacks of Fiji should well take heart at how long it took them to score. Reed Princey been very close, as did Akira Ioane. With this ball from Ash Dixon, he feinted as if he was going to charge in between ruck and defender, and then fired a beautiful ball, cutting out 2 players to go to Sean Wainui, who was well open, busting the half tackle near the line. And over he goes. Tuisova could do nothing about that. Deserve a try for Wainui, but also for the Maori All Blacks, who have improved beyond sight in the second half. But they have still a long, long way to go to reel in this rampaging Fijian side. 21 points to 5, and here is Teddy Black with a shot at goal. That's off the upright. That will not please him at all. Black strikes the stick. The score remains at 21-5. Unsuccessful conversion from Teddy Black. Back to Ben Vola on halfway, and well, it's taken 70 minutes for him to have to kick off after conceding a try. I think he'll be pretty chuffed with that as the ball's missed at the back by the Maori All Blacks, and Tuisova goes flying through to claim it. Chance now for an instant hit back for Fiji. Waiting for it is Tuisu, goes to Mata. Here's Solo. Oh, the big boy's going through the guts. What a run there from Manasa Solo. There for Lamani. The way to Vola. That's it. Great try, Fiji. They have absolutely torn this Maori All Blacks defence to pieces. And that try shows just how effective it's been. Ben Volavola untouched. As look at this rampaging run there from Manasa Solo. What a play from the loose end prop. Fired out to Volavola. One man on his inside. Plenty of support on his outside. Didn't need any of them. Poor defence, Maori All Blacks. They will not be pleased with how they've defended tonight. Lamani with a great ball. Look, Mauru queuing up as well. Nice Levu was there, right on the shoulder of Ben Volavola. Didn't need him though. And Ben Volavola, what a player, what a story he's become over the years. Spent time all through Super Rugby. And still, he performs nicely for Fiji as well. Conversion is over, something that the Maori All Blacks have not managed to do. Tini Black 0 from 1. And it is Ben Volavola doing very nicely with 4 out of 4. Changes here, Fiji Douglas is coming on for Mitch Karpik, which is a good call, I think. So what we've seen from Fiji Douglas at the Crusaders this season has been nothing short of extraordinary. He should add a lot to this side. It's a short kickoff from Tini Black and nicely pulled in as well. Wakani Barotu has been fierce in attack. He's a big lad. He's making some damaging hits, but he's lost their ball there. Tauranga, he's got it. The referee was running straight out to Sean Wainui. And they've got it nicely to Reed Prinsep, who takes it just over halfway. Tauranga spots a hole on the blind side, but turns it back, interestingly enough. And straight through a massive hole they go. Fiji Douglas doing all the damage. Tyrell Lomax! Oh, the dummy! The speed and acceleration from Tyrell Lomax! What a try for the Maori All Blacks! Didn't see that coming. It was a great half break there. Fiji Douglas going through and turns it back in field. What a play to get it to Tyrell Lomax, who dummied, who shimmied, who stepped and wiggled his way, and the defenders just lay off him. What's this amazing work from, yes, the tight head prop. In space, steps in, Finn, dummy. Oh, the switch, oh, beautiful work. Tyrell Lomax, a bigger black jersey is waiting for you, my son. Great try. And a bit of a fight back here for the Maori All Blacks. But it will not be enough, as time is well and truly expired. 28-10, Tini Black gets his first kick of the game and makes it 28-12, which will be a massive victory for Fiji. There is full time, and we can finally rejoice in a Fijian victory over the Maori All Blacks for the first time since 1957. A long time between drinks, many would say, but this Fijian team has just put World Rugby on notice. This is a good Maori All Blacks side, and they will be absolutely distraught as how they've played today, going down in a fairly big way to Fiji as well. 28 points to 12, and there's a 4-2 thumping for the home team here tonight. They will, of course, go back to New Zealand to face the Maori All Blacks in the second of this little 2-test mini-series. But how about this? What a performance straight off the buzzer by Fiji. Nakawawa, Volavola, Sal and Nasalevu picking up 1 try apiece, and Volavola was the king of the conversions, 4 out of 4 from his tee. As for the Maori All Blacks, there was a try to Lomax and Wainui, with Tini Black taking 1 from his 2 shots at goal. A dominant display, a very good first half, 21-0 it was. Maori All Blacks did win the second, but it wasn't really their night at all. Fiji were in control, and they had that all under control as well for the full 80 minutes. They knew the score, and they knew what they had to do. They defended for a lot of the second half, and have come away with a very, very satisfying victory over the Maori All Blacks. Having a look at the stats just before we wrap up here today, and it is Fiji. We saw them at 90-10 possession at halftime. It has come back a little bit the other way, going to 69 to 31%. It's a bit of a comeback in the second half for the visiting team, but territory was pretty much dead even. You see the handing here has calmed down a little bit. Only 3 in the second spell by the Fijians, and the line breaks even. A big shift back the way to the Maori All Blacks as well. 6 to 8, but it was, I'm sure, 6 to 1 at the break. So 5 second half breaks to the Maori All Blacks, just 2 for the Fijians. Big defence though for Fiji. Look at that, 44 tackles to just 28. There was a lot more work in the second than the first for the Fijians in this matchup, but they won't mind, sore bodies or not, they will be more than happy. Like we said, first time since 1957 this Fijian team has defeated the Maori All Blacks, and that is a few matchups in that time as well. A great day for Fijian rugby. 2019 Rugby World Cup, be on notice, Fiji are here to play, and they've kicked off this season in pretty fantastic form. That is me for today though, folks. Thanks for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed this amazing little matchup where the Fijians got their season off to a cracking start. I'll be back in, as I said, for the return match with the Maori All Blacks being at home back in New Zealand to take on these Fijians as well. So don't miss out on that one. Stay tuned to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you like the matchup, do not forget that thumbs up as well. I'll see you all for the return leg. Until then, thanks for watching as always, and take care.